Hello crafters, this is another Trimweaver idea. I'm going to embellish a 25mm satin covered plastic headband. I've already embellished one of them. I've used a pink satin covered plastic headband, and I've used both faux pearls and acrylic gem flatbacks. Right now I'm going to embellish the silver one, and I'm only going to use faux pearls. And I've used a couple different colors, and there's a couple different sizes. I have 10mm faux pearl flatbacks and 15mm faux pearl flatbacks. Before embellishing, it's a great idea to map out exactly what you want to put on your headband. So here I've already mapped out what I want to do. I've created two different flowers, a smaller one and a larger one. Now before you embellish, you're going to want to place your headband on your palm right here and wrap your thumb. You're not going to want to embellish any lower than your thumb because when you're wearing it you won't see the embellishments. Here I've already marked off where I'm going to start my flower, but above your thumb I'm going to pick where my center of my flower is going to be. I'm going to do the small flower first. So I've already made a dot there. Now that I have my dot, I'm going to take super glue. I'm going to use super glue here and not hot glue. I tend to put the super glue onto the headband directly instead of the flat back, just in case you grab the flat back and you get the hot glue on your fingers. So I'm going to place just a dab of super glue right there, and I have the center of my flower. And you're going to want to make sure that it's centered in your headband. You're going to hold it down until it dries a little bit. This super glue dries really fast, so. And you want to be careful if your super glue dries really fast because you can't move the flat back once you've put it on. So just be aware of that. Now I'm going to place my 10mm faux pearls around this center faux pearl. And so I'm just going to start dabbing a tiny bit of super glue onto the headband. And you can use tons of different kind of flatbacks. As you see here, I'm using, here's a flatback right here, and as it is coming over the headband, you're going to want to make sure that you put enough super glue so that it doesn't fall off. And you're going to want to hold it until it dries. I prefer using super glue only because it is a little more durable in this case, and it's great for attaching resin flatbacks or these type of flatbacks onto a surface. So here I have my first flower done. Now I'm going to move on to my second one. I want to make sure that I have enough space for both flowers. So I'm going to take one of the petals and the centerpiece here. So I'm going to put it about here. So I'm going to use my Sharpie, just map a little dot. And just like the smaller flower, I'm just going to apply the super glue onto the headband. You want to make sure that this is centered. Hold it there. And now I'm just going to apply my petals. Or in this case, faux pearls. There's also, instead of using like a 25mm satin covered plastic headband, you can always use a smaller plastic headband. It just kind of depends on how big you want your embellishments to be, so you have enough space for all of them. You can even cover this entire headband in gems or faux pearls or flatbacks or flowers. Just hold it here for a little till it dries. Especially when you're using the super glue, it dries so fast that once you're done, you're done. So here is an embellished 25mm satin covered plastic headband.